I'm gonna have the best days of my life till Jesus comes again, till he comes again. I'm gonna have the best days of my life till Jesus comes again, till he comes again. Praise be to God. Good to have you again. In my last session, I was talking about obedience. And today I come with some of the advantages and disadvantages of obedience. Well, the secret of one obeying, I'm on advantages right now. The secret of one obeying the instructions or the commands can only be found out by you who obeys. Other people will only see God's glory upon your life. Well, so one of the advantages of obedience is that God crowns you with the glory that people only see. What do I mean by that? I'll give an example. When you look at these wise men, up to now, we call them the wise men from the East. It's simply because they obeyed. They are called the wise men not because of their wisdom, not because of the knowledge that they had, but simply because they obeyed. And it was a simple instruction. Do not use this route, take this route. Since then, up to now, we still call them the wisest men from the East because of obedience. The other advantage is that you eat the good, you eat the best from the land. His word says so in Isaiah, that if you are willing and obedient, you will eat the best from the land. The other advantage is you obeying to God's instructions. Trust me, there is a way you prosper. God's grace just follows you, leads you, and you find yourself prospering. The other advantage is that you experience God's peace. My dear brethren, there is nothing in this world that can give you peace other than God's peace. The Bible tells us that His peace surpasses all our understanding. Therefore, when you obey God's instructions and His commands, you experience His peace. And then the other advantage is that you walk into the promises of God. Every one of us was born with a plan. For the Bible tells us that He has plans for each and every one. Plans to prosper us. Plans to give us a bright future. That means for you to walk into the promises of God, into His plans, you have to be obedient. Therefore, the disadvantages for you of not obeying, I'll highlight out some of them. One of them is that you delay yourself from walking into God's promises. Remember, I told you God has so many promises in our lives, so many plans. Therefore, if you disobey, you delay yourself from walking into God's promises. Sometimes it leads to death. What does the word of the Lord tell us in Isaiah chapter 1, verse 19? That if you disobey, you will be devoured by the sword. That means disobedience may lead to death. The other disadvantage is it may lead you to captivity or stagnation or backslide. You may fall short of God's glory. This is a caution to all of us. May we pray that God gives us hearts that obey Him. May we pray that God gives us minds and spirits that obey to the word of the Lord. Because after all, His word says that obedience is better than sacrifice. Be blessed and remember to always choose Jesus. I'm gonna have the best days of my life till Jesus comes again.